I never wanted problems. Seriously, I just got a job to make some money and stop depending on my parents. But at some point, I realized my boss's girlfriend was looking at me in a way she shouldn't. I was 20 back then. I worked at a small auto repair shop on the edge of the city. The job was rough, constant noise, the smell of oil, dirty hands, coming home so exhausted, you could barely stay awake. Our boss's name was Artem. Confident, the kind of guy everyone was slightly afraid of. He could yell at you over nothing, but he paid well enough that people stayed quiet. And one day, he showed up with someone. She was sitting in the passenger seat of a black car, scrolling through her phone. Artem just casually said, "This is Lara." And that was it. Nobody paid much attention, but for some reason, I remembered her immediately. Maybe it was the way she looked at people, or maybe because she seemed completely out of place in all that noise and dirt. After that, she started coming by more often. She'd wait for Artem after work, sit in the office, drink coffee. And slowly, we started talking. At first, it was just random little conversations, jokes, music, everyday stuff. But being around her felt easy. And honestly, that started scaring me. One evening everyone had already gone home, and I stayed late finishing work on a car. It was raining outside. Then suddenly she walked into the garage. She smiled and said, "Artem's running late. Mind if I stay here for a bit?" I just nodded. She sat nearby, quietly watching me work for a while. Then out of nowhere she said, "You're the only normal person here." I laughed because I thought she was joking, but she wasn't smiling. After that night, something changed. She started texting me. At first occasionally, then almost every day. And the worst part was, I could tell she wasn't happy with him. Artem treated her more like a trophy than a person, controlling, jealous, always acting like he owned everything around him. But around me, she felt different. Alive. Then one night, she sent me a message. "Can I be honest with you?" The moment I read it, I already knew where this was going, but I still replied, "Yeah." And then she wrote, "I think I'm falling for you." I swear my hands went cold, because this wasn't just some girl. This was my boss's girlfriend. The kind of man who could ruin your life if you wanted to. After that, I started avoiding her, replying slower, keeping my distance, avoiding eye contact whenever she came by. But you know what makes situations like this dangerous? When you feel the same way, because no matter how much I lied to myself, I liked having her around. Everything finally exploded one night. I was locking up the garage when her car suddenly pulled up outside. Lara stepped out into the rain and quietly said, "I can't do this anymore." She was crying. And for the first time, I realized this wasn't just flirting anymore. This was real. She told me Artem had found out about us texting. There was screaming, a broken phone, a massive fight. And honestly, that was the first time I was genuinely scared, because men like Artem don't forgive things like that. I still remember sitting in that car with her while the rain hit the windows. The city was almost empty, just streetlights reflecting off wet roads and the sound of water outside. And then she quietly said, "I wish I had met you earlier." The next morning, I quit my job. No explanations. I just grabbed my things and left. We still talked for a while after that. But life is strange sometimes. People can meet at the perfect moment emotionally, and the absolute worst moment in life. Years have passed since then. I work somewhere else now, but sometimes, when it rains at night and I hear the sound of old engines, I still think about my boss's girlfriend, and how one accidental meeting almost changed everything.